Hello, 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 and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. So this is going to be air signs. Whew, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius for this week. So let's go ahead and see what the watering candle have for us. We'll clarify at the end with one oracle card for each. And let's go ahead and focus our energy and the camera on the watering candle. The what kept on coming up when I was praying and meditating on you guys air sign is expect the unexpected. There is something that is coming forth. There is something either being revealed or something being gifted. If it's something that is being revealed, it is a secret that somebody has kept, whether it is you or someone else. There's someone that has kept a secret in regards to another person, or someone is gifting something that they have kept a secret from a person, from a specific person. Air signs, you guys have been trying to work very much on staying aligned and staying centered, staying in a space of really knowing who you are and really knowing where it is that life is taking you, really knowing what it is that you want out of life and where it is that you are headed to. As always, when it comes to one working on themselves, at times, from time to time, people want to bring up your past. People want to bring up where you were at. Whether it was that you were somebody that either never stuck to a decision, or somebody that was constantly kind of flipping back and forth, or someone that seemed unbalanced within themselves, or whatever it is. There are people that, as you're trying to move forward, as you're trying to leave certain things behind, and you're trying to really, really live from like the best of you, or really live from like your soul, really bring your spirits up, really try and stay up, in a way, kind of trying to stay positive. There are people that are trying to either keep you down or trying to bring you down when it comes to things that you have done or said in the past. And I feel that this is coming from a lot of different angles. This is not just coming from one specific person. It's like if you change your routine. Now you're exercising. Somebody's like, oh, I don't understand why all of a sudden you want to exercise. If you change your eating, your diet, what we call diet, does not mean that you have to stop eating certain things. Or maybe you are choosing to go into like an intermittent fasting, or you are no longer eating meat because your body no longer is requiring, whatever it is. There's something that you have changed, something that externally people are noticing. But because that change is better for you, because that change is going to be helping you in the future, for whatever the reason, people are inclined to go ahead and throw the past in your face. So when you got, some of you do have somebody from your past that is rushing in and kind of wanting to reach out and wanting to be in your life, wanting to be in the next chapter of your life, and you are willing to like listen to them, you're willing to listen to what they have to say, but I don't necessarily feel that you're willing to either work things out with this person or still continue a connection with this person, regardless of whether it's love or not. Because you feel that anticipation, you feel of that someone, or there's something that is going to be gifted, and you feel it, you sense it, and you've come to the conclusion or to the understanding that if you return to someone or with someone from your past, then this gift, this blessing that is coming your way, that it's right there, that is within reach, is not going to either make it to you, or it's going to be delayed because you have yet to release the past. Now, if someone from the past is coming and you have known and you have sensed it, and you have meditated, you have prayed on it, you have asked your guides, you have and you feel that this is the right person for you, maybe it is the attachment of the fear of losing this person that you have to let go of before this person can come forth, or whatever it is. But there is something that needs to be released. There is something that you are attached to, like in a really codependency type of way, that has to be released in order for this blessing to come through. And yes, your past, when it comes to your past behaviors, your past addiction, your past whatever it is that people are throwing in your face, you have to know and you have to stay knowing within yourself that that is behind you. That is no longer where you are at. So do not allow individuals to drag you back into that space, to drag you back into a space of constantly wanting to argue, constantly wanting to fight, constantly wanting to just bicker and argue about little things that are really not important, to be honest with you. Like you feel that maybe your life has taken the longest route or the most complicated path when it comes to your journey. And it's like it's not necessarily so. It is more the repetition of lessons, the repetitions of cycle that you had to do because you were unwilling to let go, because you were unwilling to release, because you were unwilling to actually go ahead and move forward with your life and leave those people and things that couldn't come forward with you. But now that you have that clarity, now that you have the correct attitude when it comes to moving forward, there are a lot of behaviors, there are a lot of people, there are a lot of things that are staying behind, and you're going to kind of feel like when it comes to this week, the possibility of living the life or having the life that you have always wanted, that you have always dreamt of, is within reach. And that is really all that you're working towards. That is really all that you're trying to focus on. When it comes to whether it was you that had somebody in a third party connection. Now, a third party connection does not necessarily mean that it had to be a romantic partner. Let's put it this way. Maybe you were friends with two people that didn't get along and you were always caught in the middle. Whether it was you or if it was another person. Maybe you were the boss and you were kind of having two people battling for a certain promotion, or maybe your boss had you and someone else battling for another promotion. So third party does not necessarily mean that it has to be a romantic connection. But there is something here where it comes where there's two people battling for one thing. So one thing, one person, whatever it is. Maybe you have two great friends, one from childhood, one that you went older, and they're going at each other because one feels that you spend more time or whatever with the other. Regardless of what it is, you're breaking free from that. You are no longer wanting to be in connections where people where people feel like they have ownership of you, or where people dictate how it is that your life is supposed to be. So regardless of whatever third party connection you were in, I see you overcoming that and really walking forth and being like, you know what, if you and you want to be in my life, this is the way that it's going to be. You're setting those boundaries, you're sticking through those boundaries, and you're really putting in the work to have your voice heard. You're really putting in the work to having your opinion heard and sticking through and following through with the things that you say that you are going to do, or the changes that you have decided to make in your own life. Now, when it comes to that feeling of, feeling alone, feeling like no one is there, feeling like you're always by yourself, like you're always overcoming everything by yourself, that is something of the past. Because regardless of who is there physically, let's put it that way, you are in a space where you know that you are always you're not alone. Whether it is that you're getting more messages from your angels, your ancestors, your guides, whether it is that you have picked up a specific routine to stay connected to, God, source, divine, however you want to go ahead and connect. But there is this sense of feeling whole. There is this sense of feeling like you are never alone and you're not alone. And that is something that you have been wanting, or that you have been eagerly seeking for a very long time. So now that you're in that space, you kind of do not want anyone or anything to kind of jeopardize that. So you're really trying to stick you're trying to stick to whatever it is that you decided that your routine was going to be when it comes to spirituality. And you're really trying to stay focused, and you're really trying your best to stay aligned. And again, it's like the more you push through, the more that you keep on going, the more that you keep on, trying to stay within that alignment, trying to stay within that feeling of, okay, I got this, okay, I'm gonna keep moving forward, yes, this is what I'm meant to do. The more that people want to kind of drag you to the past. So that is kind of like the main thing for this week, air signs, is do not allow your past to dictate where it is that your future is going, or where it is that your present is at the moment. So your past is in your past. It is there for you to look and learn from the lessons that you were supposed to learn, but not for you to go ahead and get stuck in the past. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull out a card for Libra, one for Gemini, and one for Aquarius. These are the oracle cards that are used to do the extended read for each of your signs that are posted on Patreon. So let's go ahead. One for Libra. Libra. Okay, Libra. Okay, there we go. So we have Libra, Hermit, Retreat, and Recharge. And I feel that for most of you Libras, this is something that you have either been doing and probably something that you're coming out of. It doesn't necessarily feel like an energy of something that you're actually going into. It is more of whenever people are bringing in your past, whenever people are trying to, again, suck you back in or bring you back down, bring your, if you're happy and you're joyful and you're just kind of trying to spread that, there's always somebody that is looking at the negative side of what you're talking about, looking at the negative side of what you're going through. And it's like in those moments, take those seconds. And when you're going into this hermit mode, does not necessarily mean that you have to be there for days or weeks or hours. It's just maybe a quick second, like, wait, no, that's not where I'm at. I'm good. And just kind of like keep on moving forward. A lot of you had been in a hermit mode for a very long time. So really, that's probably what has allowed you to be able to realign yourself, to really get to a space and a place where you are able to know yourself. And this is why you have been able to, or are able to, moving forward, to let go of those attachments, let go of those things that need to be released in order to allow the blessings, that gift that is being gifted to you this week. Gemini, we have summer, bask in joy and light. And I feel with you, Gemini, is more of you yourself staying aligned, you yourself not, you see, whereas a Libra may have a lot of people from a lot of people around them bringing their past to them. I feel with you, Gemini, you're bringing your past. You are thinking about your past a lot. You're thinking about the things that you should have, could have done. And you have to try your best to stay away from those thoughts. You have to try your best to stay away from always looking at the negative or always looking at what could go wrong or what is going wrong, and start focusing more on what it is that you want, what it is that you are working towards. Because when it comes to you, Gemini, I feel that it's more of a self-sabotage energy when it comes to focusing too much on the past or allowing what people are saying about your past to really stay with you and really dictate where it is that your life is going. And Aquarius, for you, we have the Oracle. Wait for important information. There's something that has to be revealed to you. There is something that has to come to you. There's a message, or there's something that you have not heard or seen clearly. There's something unclear about a situation that you are being asked to kind of just hold off before making a decision. And whatever that is, whether it is that, again, in regards to that third-party connection, that does not necessarily have to be about romance, but there's something that you're being asked to really take the time and really connect to yourself, really connect to your own intuition and see what the message is before taking the next step forward. Well, guys, that is all that I have for you at the moment. As always, thank you for all the love and support, and I will see you guys back next week. Sending everybody love, strength, and blessings. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.